Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on January the 17th, 2020. Google's parent Alphabet joins $1 trillion valuation club. Alphabet Inc. valuation rose about $1 trillion on Thursday for the first time, solidifying the dominance of technology and internet stocks as the biggest titans of Wall Street. Shares for Google's parent company rallied in the last half hour of trading to close at $1,450.16, up 0.8% on the day. Such gain helped Alphabet to become the newest member of an elite club to trade with the historic 13-digit market capitalization. Only two other U.S. giants are past the threshold. Apple Inc. valued at about $1.38 trillion and Microsoft Corp. with $1.27 trillion. China's economic growth closes to 30 years low. China reported that its economic growth hit its weakest in nearly 30 years in 2019 amid a disruptive trade war with the United States. There is expected more stimulus this year as Beijing tries to boost sluggish investment and demand. Data from the National Bureau of Statistics showed China's growth slowed to 6.1% last year from 6.6% in 2018. Despite it was still strong by global standards and within the government's target range, country's growth marked the weakest expansion since 1990. This year is crucial for China to fulfill its goal of doubling gross domestic product and incomes in the decade to 2020. Analysts believe that long-term target will need growth this year to remain around 6%, though top officials have warned the economy may face even greater pressure than in 2019. European stocks climbed amid progress in EU-US talks. European shares hit a record high on Friday after EU Trade Commissioner Phil Hogan struck a positive tone on talks with Washington, soothing some concerns over a possible escalation in trade tensions between the cross-Atlantic allies. The Pan-region Stoxx 600 index increased 0.4% to a record high of 422.51 and was set to mark its best week since late December. Hogan said on Thursday that he had a good conversation with the U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer in Washington, and coming days could determine whether the EU succeed in helping broker an international agreement on the taxation of digital businesses through the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Volkswagen to buy a stake in battery maker Volkswagen. Volkswagen AG, one of the most famous automakers, plans to take a 20% stake in Chinese electric vehicle battery maker Volkswagen High-Tech Co. Ltd. as the German firm accelerates its electric push into the world's largest auto market. The deal will be the Volkswagen's first direct ownership in a Chinese battery maker. The German company strives to meet a goal of selling 1.5 million new energy vehicles a year in China by 2025, including plug-in hybrid cars. The Wolfsburg-based automaker set to acquire the stake in Shenzhen listed Volkswagen via a discounted private share placement in the coming weeks. Based on Volkswagen's market capitalization of $2.8 billion, a 20% stake in the company at present is worth about $560 million. Volkswagen shares surged 10% on the news of Friday, traded at their highest level since March last year.